Legion Guard Trellis Gate Installation. The Legion Guard Trellis security door has two installation options: Reveal Fit Installation and Phase Fit Installation. Option 1. Reveal Fit Installation. The gate can be installed inside the reveal if the reveal width measures 60 mm or more, and no obstacles are in the way, for example, an existing door handle that will hinder the sliding action of the trellis gate. Option 2. Phase Fit Installation. A phase fit installation consists of a frame built around the face of the reveal if the reveal width measures less than 60 mm, or an obstacle, for example, an existing door handle, keep the trellis gate from sliding freely in the reveal. A phase fit installation can also be considered if maximum doorway clearance is needed while the gate is in a stacked position. Take note that the instructions in this video are for a reveal fit installation. Phase fit follows the same instructions. In the case of phase fit installation, the frame is the reveal. General points. Make sure that the gate will fit into the reveal by measuring the actual height between the inside of the reveal and the floor. Subtract 40 mm of the total height and compare the measurement to the actual length of the gate. If it measures more, the gate will be too long. The problem can be corrected by cutting the difference from the bottom of the gate. To ensure optimum sliding action, the tolerance between the bottom rail and the bottom end of the gate must not exceed 25 mm. When installed, the riveted side of the gate must always face the inside of the room, and the anti-tamper or burglar side must always face the outside. Seven easy steps. Have the following ready: stacked trellis gate, top rail, bottom rail, lock bar, and drop bolts. Cover plugs, 6 mm security screws, 8 mm security screws, 6 mm drill bit, 8 mm drill bit, pencil and measure tape. Hacksaw and spirit level. Step 1. Measure the top rail. The top rail's pre-cut end is always the same side as the gate's lock. Cut off the excess rail, opposite the rail's pre-cut side. Mark the drill points. Drill 8 mm holes at the measured drill points. Lift the top rail in the correct position in the reveal. With the pre-drilled holes in the top rail as a guide, drill 8 mm holes in the reveal at exactly the same spots as in the top rail. Step 2. Firstly, the bottom rail must fit firmly in the reveal. If not, measure the reveal's distance and cut the bottom rail to size. Secondly, to provide space for the lock bar that will be introduced later in the installation, cut off 25 mm from the bottom rail. Later during the installation, the bottom rail will interlock with the lock bar. Lastly, drill 5mm holes in the bottom rail. Step 3. Place the gate on the ground in a stacked position. The riveted side must face the ground, and the smooth side must face upwards. Slide the bottom rail guide pins halfway into each upright on the bottom end of the gate. The fishtail ends of the guide pins must be on the outside of the bottom end of the gate. Slide the bottom rail over the fishtail ends of the guide pins. Push the bottom rail against the bottom end of the gate. Lastly, slide the top rail over the bearings allocated at the top side of the gate. Make sure the pre-cut side of the top rail is on the same side as the gate's lock mechanism. Step 4. Lift the gate into the reveal. Fasten the left side of the top track with an 8mm security screw. Before you fasten the rest of the gate, make sure the gate slides freely inside the reveal, with no protruding obstacles in the way. Once the unobstructed slide action is established, move the gate to the left. Now, fasten the right side of the top track. Lastly, proceed to fasten the remaining parts of the top track. Depending on the length, the remaining parts to fasten may be at the center, or mid-right, center and mid-left. Step 5. Insert the lock bar in the pre-cut end of the top rail. Interlink the lock bar's lower end with the bottom rail. How to line up the lock bar and locking mechanism. Clip the lock pin indicator to the locking mechanism. Perfect alignment. Slide the locking mechanism towards the lock bar. The ruler's edge matches the center of the pinhole. Misalignment. When the lock bar is too long, the anti-lifting pin will be lower than the pinhole. If, for example, your lock pin indicator measures 10mm at the pinhole's center, cut off 10mm from the bottom end of the lock bar. Step 6. Use the spirit level to get the lock bar perfectly vertical and aligned with the security gate. Fasten the lock bar with the security screws supplied. Fasten the first upright with security screws. Fasten the bottom rail with the 6mm security screws supplied. Step 7. Insert the cover screw caps. Lubricate the gate for a smooth sliding action.